straddling the divide between the Deep South and the Midwest as it sprawls out across the banks of the Ohio River, one of the major tributaries to the Mississippi River. Cincinnati oozes with a curious mix of American industrialism, barbecue heritage, baseball fanaticism, riparian-cum-railroad character, and a deep sense of its own history. These are all clear in the town's wealth of museums, bursting out of the green swathes of Eden Park and the Union Station alike, not to mention its revered major league sporting institutions. In this video, you'll see the top 10 things to see and do in Cincinnati. The suggestions are based on our several exciting trips to the City of Angels. Here are our top 10 picks. Begin with number 1, Cincinnati Zoo and Amp. Botanical Garden. Home to over 500 friendly creatures of all shapes and sizes, not to mention more than 3,000 different varieties of local and imported plants. The family-friendly Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden boasts a reputation that precedes it, as both the second oldest American zoo and one of the top-rated. Say hello to the Fiona, the world-famous hippo, feed the lanky giraffes, catch a live feeding, learn all about the wildlife on show through the trainer-led educational talks, walk around with white tigers and say, "Day" to the kangaroos. Number 2 is the Great American Ballpark. Home to the MLB Cincinnati Reds. The Great American Ballpark is a fun spot for all, and we're not just talking about baseball. Aside from watching America's favorite pastime, oversized hot dog in hand, you can tour the on-site interactive Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame and Amp Museum, where you'll discover fun facts about the team, its history, and players. Take the kids to the batting cages or playground in the Tri-Health Family Zone, or knock back a cold one at the sports bar. Number 3, Fountain Square. The focal point of the Cincinnati city center, with its modern tower blocks, is Fountain Square. At the heart of the square is the impressive Tyler Davidson Fountain, which was cast in Munich and erected in 1871. Fountain Square is a social center surrounded by a great assortment of restaurants, and is an ideal spot for grabbing a bite to eat, especially in the summer. Be sure to snag a table at one of the patios. Number 4, Smale Riverfront Park. The Smale Riverfront Park in downtown Cincinnati is where you can sit on a bench to enjoy the boat traffic on the Ohio River or schedule a workout on the trails. The park extends along the banks of the river with green spaces, gardens, playgrounds, swings, and art, with the impressive Roebling Bridge in the background. This is a great place to visit for families who want to spend some time outdoors. The kids can play on the large foot piano or take a ride on Carol Ann's Carousel, which has fun Cincinnati-themed characters and artwork depicting key local landmarks. Number 5 in our list, Spring Grove Cemetery and Amp Arboretum. Out on the far northern reaches of Cincinnati City, where the suburban neighborhoods begin to give way to the forests and fields of Ohio, travelers can discover one of the most haunting national historic landmarks in the state. At over a whopping 700 acres all in, the Spring Grove Cemetery and Amp Arboretum hails as the second largest graveyard in the entire of the United States. It's home to countless resting luminaries whose paths crossed with the Queen's City during their lifetime. From Civil War generals to baseball pitchers. Number 6, Roebling Suspension Bridge. Connecting Ohio with Kentucky, this iconic Cincinnati landmark, looking not too dissimilar from the Brooklyn Bridge, albeit Blue John A. Roebling Suspension Bridge offers incredible panoramic views across the Ohio River and has been doing so since its erection some 150 years ago. With a total length that spans over 1,640 feet, perched 100 feet above the Ohio River, crossing the bridge is an adventure in itself. But if you manage to time your visit right and walk across at sunset, it's a sight to behold. Number 7, Cincinnati Museum Center. The Cincinnati Union Terminal, An Art Deco railroad station built in 1933, has been occupied since 1990 by the Cincinnati Museum Center. The center is a Cincinnati icon and features 3 museums at its one location at Union Station. These include the Cincinnati History Museum, Duke Energy Children's Museum, and the Museum of Natural History and Science. Other tourist attractions here include the Robert D. Lindner Family Omnimax Theater, the Nancy and Amp, David Wolf Holocaust and Amp, Humanity Center, and the Cincinnati History Library and Archives. Number 8. Coney Island Park. Not to be confused with the famous Brooklyn Coney Island, Cincinnati's Coney Island Park holds a special place in the hearts of locals and is an absolute must-visit for out-of-towners. Home to Sunlight Water Adventure Theme Park, an ideal getaway for a toasty summer day, visitors can choose from swimming in the world's largest recirculating pool, racing down one of the adrenaline-pumping 130-foot water slides, getting soaked at Typhoon Tower, tackling the Ninja Warrior-esque course, or simply relaxing on a cabana with a refreshing drink in hand. Number 9. Krohn Conservatory. Whether you're after a serene escape or simply want to reconnect with nature, the Krohn Conservatory's peaceful tropical garden is an excellent spot for all. Sitting inside the sprawling Eden Park, the delightful public indoor garden displays more than 3,500 colorful plant species from all over the globe, from bonsai trees to carnivorous plants, and everything in between. While the plants are wonderful, it's the vibrant and magical butterfly house that steals the show. Finish with number 10, Findlay Market. For the best Cincinnati food, swing by Findlay Market, a Cincinnati staple that's been thriving since the mid-1800s. Besides being a hotbed of delicious eats in all shapes and sizes, from Turkish delicacies to smelly cheeses and vegan-friendly options, it's also where you'll find Cincinnatians stocking up on fresh produce. With dozens of fruit and vegetable vendors, not to mention countless meat and seafood shops, you're guaranteed to find something that takes your fancy. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite thing to do in Cincinnati? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.